Okay, so who said I love you first?
I said I love first.
Because when he said it, I was like kind of like looking away, and he said it, and I was like, oh, shit.
What do you think about it?
I was like, oh wow, I think I really do love you too.
Guys, we need to talk about Catherine because what just happened has the entire internet spiraling. She just got married, and the way she's been posting about it, it's making everyone question literally everything we thought we knew about her past with Austin McBroom. Like, was any of that even real? Because the emotions, the tears, the things she's been saying, it all feels like this is her first time actually doing this. And trust me, when you hear what went down and what people are piecing together, you're going to have so many thoughts. So grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's dive into this absolute roller coaster. Okay, so Catherine officially tied the knot with Igor last weekend. And honestly, the internet cannot stop talking about it. But it's not just that she got married. It's how she's been sharing everything. Catherine has been opening up in such an emotional and raw way that people are genuinely wondering if this is actually her first real marriage. Like, for real. Just days ago, Catherine shared videos of herself trying on her wedding dress. And you guys, she was absolutely sobbing. Not just a few tears, but like truly crying in complete disbelief that this was even happening to her. She was overwhelmed in the best way possible, just completely unable to believe that this was her life now. And the thing that really got everyone talking, she literally said she never thought in a million years that she would be walking down the aisle to someone like this, someone so perfect and incredible. Now, if you've been following Catherine for any amount of time, especially back during the Ace family era, you know that statement hits differently. Because wasn't she supposed to have already been married before? Like, that's what we were all told for years, right? But hearing her talk about this wedding, about Igor, about finally getting this moment, it just felt like she was experiencing something completely new. And that had everyone's minds racing. Here's where things get really interesting. Catherine and Austin always claimed they were married. They talked about it, referenced it, acted like it was this done deal. But here's the thing that nobody could ever quite figure out. No documents ever came out confirming it. No marriage certificate, no divorce papers when they split. Absolutely nothing official. They talked about this alleged marriage like it happened, even claimed that they got married in private and that it was this super special moment just for them. But then, over the years, we kept hearing about how they were planning this big real wedding, this massive ceremony where everything would be official and public. And you know what? Crickets. It just never happened. The wedding they kept promising never materialized. And can we talk about the timing of when they actually announced this supposed marriage? Because it's pretty suspicious. Austin was getting absolutely destroyed with cheating allegations. Like, some seriously nasty stuff was coming out about him, and even involving his dad. It was a whole mess. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, they dropped this video titled, "We Got Married, The Truth," where they're like, oh, by the way, we've actually been married for 2 years. Surprise! In that video, they said they got married in their backyard wearing flip-flops and t-shirts. No family there, no flowers, no music, no dress. Catherine didn't have her dad walk her down the aisle. It was just them, allegedly making this commitment in the most low-key way possible. They said they wanted to keep it private and that they were planning to have the big ceremony later, the one that would really count and be special for everyone to see. But honestly, a lot of people thought this announcement was just a strategic move to make people stop believing the cheating allegations. Like, see, we're married, we're committed, everything is fine. Except, you know, Austin has since admitted to cheating. Catherine has talked about it and exposed him. So clearly, everything was not fine. Catherine and Austin explained in that video that they didn't even really tell their families about this supposed marriage. Some family members were apparently upset because they wanted to at least be there, but Catherine and Austin said they didn't want people there because they didn't want to make it feel too real. They wanted the actual ceremony, the big public one, to be the real deal. Catherine specifically said in that video that while it counted for them personally, to the public it didn't necessarily count because they wanted the ceremony to be special. She didn't have a dress. Her dad didn't walk her down the aisle, there was no music or flowers. It was supposed to be this private moment that they would later celebrate properly with everyone. And for years after that video, they kept talking about having this massive live-streamed wedding where maybe their fans could even attend. They kept building up this idea of what their real wedding would be like. But guess what? It never actually happened. They kept promising it, kept hinting at it, and then one day they just announced they were separating. And that was that. No big wedding, no ceremony, no nothing. So now, seeing Catherine get married to Igor and watching how she's been posting about it, how she's been talking about finally having this moment, people are convinced this is the real deal. This is her first actual marriage. Everything about this wedding just screamed that she never really went through this with Austin. The way Catherine has been talking about finding the man she wants to be with, about the kind of person Igor is, it genuinely feels like she's low-key saying she was never really married to Austin. Like, this is the first time someone is truly committing to her in the way she always dreamed of. It made everything that happened with Austin feel even faker than it already felt back then. And you guys, Igor has been so sweet about everything too. He shared this really heartfelt message saying, "Today I stand as a married man blessed with the most incredible woman in the universe. What more could I ask for? I surrender, I trust, and I follow my heart." He also said he's the luckiest man in the universe, and that seeing Catherine walk into the church was the most incredible moment of his life. He said he'll cherish that memory forever, and that he loves her more than anything in this life. Catherine shared on Snapchat that she feels complete, and that the wedding was better than she could have ever imagined. The whole vibe of the wedding, whether you like Catherine or not, had people just feeling genuinely happy for her, happy to see her actually happy, and happy without Austin. Because, let's be real, they were living in this fake pretend bubble for so long. Now, there were some people saying they were seeing clips of mainly Catherine talking at the wedding and not hearing much from Igor, but other people defended that by pointing out that he's just not online as much as she is. Catherine is an internet personality, so obviously she's going to share more of herself and her perspective on this day. That's literally her job and what she's comfortable with. The internet was genuinely thrilled for Catherine because she actually wrote in her book that she was sad she and Austin never had her dream wedding with family and friends, and a dress, and vows. So seeing her finally get that moment, it hit different for a lot of people. Now, we have to talk about the Austin situation because of course there's drama there. Austin was actually invited to the wedding initially, but then he got uninvited after making some questionable comments online. His brother Landon even addressed the whole thing, saying that since Austin wasn't going to be there, he and his girlfriend weren't going either. Landon ended up having a birthday dinner on the same exact night as Catherine's wedding instead. But here's where Austin tried to flip the narrative. After people found out he was uninvited, he got on stream and tried to make it seem like it was his choice not to go. He said he didn't think it was best for him to be there and that he didn't want to take away from Catherine and Igor's day in any way. Like, okay, Austin, sure. Let's not rewrite history here. You were uninvited, my guy. On his stream, Austin said, "I'm not going to the wedding. I think it's important for Catherine and Igor to have their moment. I would hate to take anything away from them. But like I told you guys, as long as my kids are there, I think that's what's most important. I'll be here doing my thing, and I'll be supporting from a distance. They have my support, and I'm very happy for them." He also addressed people saying he was crashing out or sad because his ex-wife was getting married. He said it's been a little over 2 years since things changed and that he's always wanted what's best for Catherine. He claimed that as long as the mother of his kids is happy, that's what matters to him. But like, come on! This is the same guy who tried to discredit their entire marriage in a previous video by suggesting they had to get married quickly because Igor isn't from the US. The audacity to try to spin this whole situation like he's being the bigger person is honestly wild. Austin has a history of trying to control narratives, and this just feels like more of the same. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this. Do you think Catherine's reaction to this wedding proves that her marriage to Austin was never real? Or do you think people are reading too much into everything? Because personally, I think the way she's been posting and the emotions she's been showing say everything we need to know. This feels like her first real marriage, period. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and send this to a friend who's been following the Ace family drama as hard as we have. Because trust me, this story has layers upon layers. And I have a feeling we're going to be talking about this for a while. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!